Can you break a negative thought loop? Not unless you understand this. You don't need more mental discipline. You need to understand this. Your most painful thoughts, they are old software still trying to run a life you've outgrown. They look current because they still feel real, but they're not based on the now. They are based on what once kept you safe. These negative thoughts, like they're not seeing the real me, I'm always behind, no matter how hard I try, it's never enough, they didn't start in adulthood or recently. They started in survival adaptation from childhood or younger age. And yet, you keep letting them design your destiny, not because you are weak, but because no one ever showed you how to interrupt a thought in a way that collapses its power until now. And here's what I want you to hear. A thought cannot survive real questioning. It needs to be seen as useful to keep existing. It has to do with how the mind protects us, really. The mind recycles anything it believes is useful. And until you question a thought's usefulness, it will keep showing up on repeat. Once your mind discovers the thought no longer serves you, it collapses. But the mind needs to do it on its own. And with this, the entire internal reality that thought was holding up collapses. That's not theory, that's neuro-repatterning. It's what I call collapsing realities. And I've seen it over and over again in thousands of client hours as a conversational hypnotherapist and in my own healing from trauma. Last week in a session, a client got quiet. A highly analytical client who was working on compulsive lying. The first 2 sessions, she was just looping, but every time going deeper. The second session, her mind went blank, but not in a scary way, in a resourceful way. She looked up, almost surprised, and said, I don't know this level of calm was even available to me. And that's what happens when a thought collapses. Essentially, she experienced a byproduct of a collapsed thought, which releases energy and relaxes the body. And it is a natural process. I just help guide you there. You don't just silence the noise, you deactivate the whole stress ecosystem it was feeding. Most of my clients come to me thinking they need more mindset tools, strategies, psychoanalysis, more reframes, more affirmations. I don't do any of this. Reframing isn't enough when the thought is a stress symptom. And chronic stress makes your thoughts more extreme, more black and white, more catastrophizing, more personalization, which is taking things personally, more emotional reasoning, which is believing that emotions are fact, more stuck. The thought loop is an indication of a mind stuck in a survival mode, which is a problem generation mode. Essentially, the mind is looping on autopilot, and your mind is just doing what it learned. The problem isn't the thought, it's the loop. So here's what I teach. It's not a mindset hack, it's not meditation, it's not another list of positive thoughts. It's a 3-step framework that helps you observe, interrupt, and collapse the thought loop. And here's how. Step 1, name it. Pick the thought pattern you recognize most often, and I give you a list of common thought patterns. Takes 2 minutes to read. Step 2, track the thought. Mark it down over 3 days. No shame, no fixing, just pattern awareness. It's important to write a thought in actual sentences. Step 3, audit it. Use the 7-day audit tracker to rate its emotional charge. That's where collapsing may begin, when the brain sees that pattern for what it is, old, unnecessary, and done. And the brain starts working on its own because it knows how to collapse. This is what happens when you stop fighting your mind, you start collaborating, respecting it, respecting its natural capacity and its primary job, which is protecting you. And if you're tired of using willpower to battle your own thoughts and ready to explore how awareness, not effort, creates lasting change, this space is for you. This is part 1. Follow for more if you are ready to stop shouting at your thoughts and start speaking to yourself with precision, clarity, truth, and leadership. And if you're interested in getting that break a thought loop worksheet, send me a comment here, worksheet, or DM me, and I'll send it to you straight away.